Today should be Christmas Eve for at least most people, which is actually the most important day in my country at least, but we're gonna take a look at some spice for that occasion as we're going to have a team here with two Yan Pokemon, Yanmega and Yanma, both together this time around. Both got boosted with Ancient Power and Wing Attack. Both of them have those moves available for them, and also I think Silver Wind also got boosted, but I'm not sure if it actually got boosted. I'm not sure about this. There was like one move that they kind of didn't want to boost, but I think it was Omnious Wind, not Silver Wind. So you're going to go ahead and farm down the entire way down for the Traveler, which is kind of nice. You have 100 energy and Aurora's comes back in here. Ice-type Pokemon are going to be a little bit tricky as you have a triple weakness to Ice typing, but you can still go for some Ancient Power here, which is going to definitely help you out a lot. We're going to see the Ancient Power coming through, going to do some nice damage. You're going to get the boost, which allows you to even reach the final one. Gorga is going to come in trying to catch his move. Does work out for them, but they're going to get faced by this next Yanma Pokemon, basically Yanmega. Yanmega going to go ahead and do exactly the same what the pre-evolution did there, as it can go for some Ancient Power. It's going to see Pita, I think, here. It's looking like a very promising way already in the beginning. Gonna go ahead and let this move go through because they don't have shields anyway. Weather Ball does not knock out the Stunfisk anyway here as well, as they actually have one stored. And this Weather Ball will not do enough. You're going to go for the Mud Bomb. And no, they're going to still survive this. No, this is going to do enough, I think. And now it's going to be well, it's a draw. That's kind of crazy. Next game, we're going to see Altaria in the lead here. I'm actually not a friend of using Mud Bomb for, Mud Shot for your lead here. I think Thunder Shock is way better in this meta. Just general heads up there, because I don't really see anything that you really want to beat with a Mud Shot. While for the Thunder Shock, it would be way better, for example, against Altaria. There are way more other flying types available, and I think that Mud Shot doesn't really help you at all, but what helps you is to get to this next move against the Altaria, which forces them to shield this move up while they throw, and you can now go ahead and farm them down with your Yanmega. Yanmega will be able to get a ton of energy from that and should do a lot of damage against whatever wants to come in. A Vigoroth coming in, you kind of want to shield the Body Slam. You're not going to shield the Body Slam, okay, that's going to do a ton of damage, but counter is double resisted. You're going to farm a perfect amount of energy, and we see how much damage it's going to do. Bug Buzz going to be stab and going to knock them straight out here. You're going to swap out immediately. I don't know if it's necessary, it's not, and you're going to see the opponent having Obstacle in the back. They're also going to like to see this Bug Buzz in. Yanmega is just sweeping away the opponent here. Holy hell. Next opponent coming through now, we will see Stunfisk against Altaria again. Again, Thunder Shock would have been nice here, but you're going to swap out anyway into your Yanmega. You can go ahead and go for an Ancient Power, which will be super effective. And you can get to those moves way faster than the opponent gets to their moves. You can shield up, and you can at least force another shield later on, which is good. So this matchup isn't even the worst. We see a Lickitung coming in. This is not ideal. You're going to go for the Silver Wind, which is going to be at least neutral and going to be stab, and you can get to another move, but they're actually going to go for one Body Slam here, which is not ideal. You're going actually into your Yanmega. Actually wouldn't have went into my Yanmega, I would have went into my Stunfisk here, because Yanmega has at least some coverage against the opponent's Altaria, but don't know. Like, it's kind of iffy, because of course the opponent also has the move. Obviously, you don't get there anymore, that's sad. The opponent, of course, has the move Power Whip, which would be super effective against you, but I still don't think this was the right play. And here again, Thunder Shock would have been nice. The Discharge are going to be able to knock out the opponent, as you're going to undercharge here as well, which doesn't really help you because they have a Venusaur on the back, and you're just gonna go down here anyway. So there's nothing that you can do here anymore. But again, I think you might have had a chance if you used your Stunfisk instead. Here the game just starts lagging. Very nice. I think they're going to forfeit now. Yeah, it's going to be it for that. There was a lot of lag in the beginning of this cup. Hopefully it's now fixed when I record this video. I haven't played my battle since the recent fix. Like, they basically tried to do some PvP fix internally, but I think it screwed up the game also externally, so they went back from it. Don't know if it actually helped. Haven't seen anything about it, but yeah. We see Frostless. This is horrible, but also okay-ish. You should have went for, I think you should have went for Mud Bomb here, because they're going to shield anyway. Exactly. Mud Bomb is less energy and does similar damage. You're going to go ahead and get the next shield again, and you can go for another Mud Bomb, but they're going to be able to still win this matchup in the 2-shield scenario. There's nothing that you can do about this. But they're going to throw immediately, which means I think you can outspeed them to the next move with your Yanma and can go just straight for the Ancient Power, right? Yep. You had to throw there. This was a CMP tie, definitely. Ancient Power coming through, knocking them out. And we see a Ferrothorn coming in. This is not the worst, to be fair. They can have Thunder though, which would be a little bit tricky. You're gonna go for one Silver Wind, gonna do half of its health. Actually didn't expect that it would do that much. Thunder is most likely coming through. No, Mirror Shot is coming through. This is very good for you, as this will allow you to get to another move. I think you still survive one, and you're going to be able to... Actually, I would swap maybe. Okay, no, you're just going to waste all your energy that you just gained. Maybe not ideal. As we see a Obstacle coming in, this is ideal, as you will be able to overfarm as well a little bit. You can just go ahead and go for 5 more fast moves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect timing. Gonna go for the Bug Boss here. This will knock out the opponent, and you can just still go for one Bug Boss, I think, against the opponent now. You still should survive it. I think Yanma and Yanmega have basically the same stats, and you can go for one Bug Boss here that will destroy the opponent and going to knock them straight out. Next opponent, we're going to see Celesteela in the lead. Is this Mighty in the showcase? I think it is. Yeah, double in the back there. Why this team is really cool. I don't think it's really too good against this one, because of course fighting type moves are double resisted on those bug and flying type Pokemon. Actually, would be an interesting Pokemon to take a look at. It would be Ledian, I think, in this meta, because Ledian should be really cool now with Dynamic Punch, right? Actually a really cool Pokemon to take a look at. Maybe I build my Ledian, because Ledian with Dynamic Punch should be able to destroy Vigoroth and as well the Obstagoon really well. So I think that would be a cool Pokemon to take a look at. I have to see. Maybe I build my own Ledian with Dynamic Punch. But we will see here the Celesteela going to smack you down. They're going to have Lurantis on the back. This is basically a team that I showcased for top teams for this cup in my video about it. But of course, wasn't really expecting to face something like Yanma and Yanmega in the back, as Lurantis gets hardwalled by them. And it doesn't really matter what they do here. You're going to be able to resist those moves double super effectiveness. I don't know what's happening here. Looks like lag. Don't know what's happening here. I don't know if I think it's just the game being laggy. We see the Celesteela coming back in here. They're going to have access to the move Smackdown and Body Slam, but I think you're going to be fine getting to enough moves in time. There was a rhyme, but they have to go for enough anyway. They actually don't even use their shields there. They know that they don't get there in time, so that's going to be fine. Next up, we're going to see a Stunfisk against Altaria. Again, Thunder Shock, please, but we will see the opponent here having to take one Ancient Power again. Ancient Power will not be something that they want to take, and they're going to go, very low with that. You can go ahead, shield this move up, get a shield back from them, and they cannot farm you down in time either, which is nice, and you can just afterwards align your Stunfisk against it if you want to, and you should be on an okay spot. You actually going to get the, they're actually going to throw their energy, which is nice for you. You can go into your Stunfisk now, I guess, and you should have a great time. Yeah, you're gonna go into Stunfisk. I was kind of worried that you're gonna go into the Yanmega, because it will never be able to farm them down there. You can go for one Discharge, knock them out, and we see the Vigoroth coming back in here. You can go ahead and go for one Discharge here as well, as this will do some nice damage against them. And we will see the opponent coming in with one Togedemaru. Togedemaru is an interesting one as well, as we will see the Bug Boss coming through, but you don't really have an option here for your Yanmega. You will have a great option though for your Pokemon in the back that you have there with the Stunfisk. You can farm them all the way down. They cannot really do anything against you. This will be always resisted no matter which move they're going to throw at you, and you have a ton of energy now. Let's see if this is enough against this Vigoroth. I doubt it. They're going to no-shield this as well. Body Slam coming through. I didn't think there's no way that you can win this game anymore. And we will see the next game coming through. We see a Lantern in the lead. This is actually good. This is actually where Mudshot is better, I guess. I don't know if you win this without Mudshot, but with Mudshot, it will allow you to do some more damage here. And also put them into a range where I think you always win this matchup now, because of the damage that you do here. But actually also Thundershock. Thundershock is neutral. It's not even that it's resisted or anything like this. It's still neutral, so it still would do some nice damage. Mud Bomb coming through. You're going to catch the Surf on your Yanma, which is funny. Yanma will take the Surf pretty okayish actually, and we see a Frosters coming in, which you're going to try to CMP tie on. I don't think this worked though. I think they were not aligning it correctly, I think. Yeah, they can just farm you down now, and I think this game is over. Frosters with energy against your team is basically impossible to win against, so this should be a good game already. Avalanche coming through, gonna do some damage as we see the Ancient Power now coming through as well, but you're going to shield this move up. It doesn't matter, like Avalanche going to knock you out anyway afterwards. Ancient Power gonna do enough damage to knock them out, but they're going to still shield it up, and there is not a lot that you can do. Even if you boost there, it's only a single stage boost nowadays, so that doesn't help you too much either. As we can go into the next game, we're going to see Dunsparce against you, which is horrible actually. This Pokemon is a core breaker for the entire team. Dunsparce will have access to Drill Run as well as to the move Rock Slide, which will destroy both the Pokemon in the back. They are double weak to Rock, as well as your lead being weak to Drill Run. It's not the best. Discharge is better definitely in terms of damage per energy if you want to go for that, compared to Mud Bomb. Mud Bomb is a little bit worse for that, but we will see that you're going to see an Altaria coming in, which is not the worst for you. You have Ancient Power here, but it's also not the best. You have to hope that you can kind of boost here. That would help you out a lot, and sadly you cannot boost yet. Maybe you're going to shield up, exactly. Sky Attack coming through, you still should be able to get to another Ancient Power afterwards as well, hopefully. Actually not sure, they might be able to farm you down. Ancient Power coming through, gonna get the shield from them. You're gonna get the boost though, which is cool, but doesn't help you at all because you needed it the first time. And now you kind of forced to farm them all the way down with your Yanmega, I think. You can farm them all the way down here, and you should be able to switch onto the move, which is very nice. Was pretty predictable, but pretty nice executed here as well, as you're going to see a Trevenant coming in. It's going to be a tough one to still win. I think I would have went for the bait here, but Bugboss is going to... Yeah, I would have went for the bait as well. For them, their play is just to get some more damage in with their fast move as well, because it's going to be neutral and going to do a ton of damage, so... Baiting there was definitely the way to go. Now you can still knock them out. I don't know if it helped you though, if you would have baited. I don't think it would have, so unless you're gonna get the boost, but it's kind of unlikely. Horrible lead again. We're going to see a Frostless against you. Frostless won't be something you want to face. We're going to see the Discharge coming through, gonna do around half of its health, but not even, that's like 40%. But still, it's kind of your best matchup there. You're going to be able to do at least some damage here with the Discharge again, maybe get the shield from them as well. You're actually going to get a Vigoroth from them. That's also very kind of the opponent. Actually, I wouldn't have thrown the move here. I would have just swapped out, I guess, but you kind of try to get them low enough that you can farm them down with your Yan boys in the back. Yanma coming in, and you can farm them all the way. They're gonna get to one Body Slam alone, and not two more of them, which is kind of nice. Body Slam coming through, you can farm them all the way down, and we will see the opponent coming back into the Frostless most likely. You have Needy to move stored, which is cool. First move coming through, gonna get the shield. Second move, you cannot get through yet, as they're going to throw their own charge move. Avalanche coming through there as well, as you can go ahead and go for Silver Wind just for fun, I guess, because I know that you know that the other move is super effective and both would knock them out anyway. They're actually going to swap out here, and you swap out as well at the same time. I think this was both kind of a misplay on both sides here. That's definitely not perfectly played there. Should stayed in there, should went for Bugboss, just try to get some extra energy, but like this, they can just go for the Body Slam spam. Oh, they have Wild Charge actually. That's kind of wild. Like, I haven't seen a Wild Charge version of Double at all yet. So facing that here is, of course, always so nice when you have two Pokemon that are super weak to Wild Charge. But haven't seen a Wild Charge version because it feels like the other move is so necessary, like Payback, because you have so many Ghost types available in this meta, like, for example, the Trevenant, for example, the Frostless. And against all of those, you're going to do a ton of damage. Well, you don't really do any damage against them, especially the Trevenant with Wild Charge. So, yeah, don't know, interesting one. We see an Obstacle coming in here, which is good for you. Actually go into your Yanma, which I don't think is the right call. I think the Silver one does not do enough to knock them out, right? Maybe I'm wrong, I have no idea, I haven't played it yet, but based on the damage output I saw before, I don't think it does knock them out. I think you undercharge it here, right? Maybe it would have knocked them out. Don't know. We will find out that you can farm them all the way down, which is a very good play by you though, as you can go ahead and go for an Ancient Power. I think Silver Wind does more damage though, so I don't think this was the right call there. both have the same options to boost yourself, as you can go for one discharge, but they sadly lose this matchup. I think you can just, yeah, you're going to let this move go through. I know you can get some farm with your Yanmega. Is one ancient power enough to knock them out? I hope it is. Let's see. We're going to see a shield coming up. You can definitely get still to another one there. I think it might be enough already. But I don't know if the lantern still is like low enough that you can knock them out as well. I think going for one extra move that didn't really help you too much. Ancient power going to knock them out, you don't get the boost, and you're going to still get to the move. Final turn there. What a lost game here. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like if you did, and I hope I see you in the next one. Bye.